Woohoo, we're live.
Woo!
Yeah,
Hello! Welcome to the first episode of TRex Talks. Here with me today I have Zenith Productions and I have Easy Person. Say hello.
I didn't know T-Rexes could speak English.
Ditto. I didn't know that either.
So today we'll be talking about our favorite Hero Factory and Bionicle sets, as well as why Hero Factory gets so much hate. And I'll start off. So my favorite Bionicle set was probably the Axolotl T9. It's super hard to build, but it looks really cool once you finally get it done. It took me about 5 hours to build it, I think, and I still had to readjust it because some of the parts were like missing and stuff like that. But yeah, that's my favorite one for those. How about you, Zenith?
Uh, Probably either Toa Nika or Titan Takanuva.
Hmm,
Uh, yeah,
that's right, he did have a Titan set.
Takanuva was just really awesome. He was solid and complex, I
He
guess.
was. I didn't like, however, that they changed his color scheme to white and gray. I felt that was a bit strange. Thing is, that was normally Kopaka's color.
I mean, yeah, um, I don't really like how they replaced the gold with gunmetal gray, but I don't know, it was still cool.
It was a good set. He just color scheme was a little bit off. All
Yeah.
right, how about you, Easy?
Well, my favorite was I like the Godunkus set. I liked how it was built. I like the legs of it. It's a very solid looking beast thing. But I also
Really?
like the Rocket T3 because it's very small, very
Oh,
um
that reminds me about the. Oh, sorry. Continue.
like it was okay. It was like a very
I don't know.
to
Godunko is
describe it.
like
But
a really weird set as far as
Yeah.
the
he
process.
had good pieces though. Really good dark blue pieces. That's what I made Trilon out of. I mean,
That
He did.
reminds me. I also liked Hydraxon. I think that was the name.
Which one? Oh yeah, Hydraxon was the red guy with Spinax.
Was it? What I'm
Yeah,
talking about the. I don't remember his name, but he was the silver one from the Mari, and he had
you're
fingers.
thinking of Maxilos.
oh
Is
no,
it?
It's Maxilos and Spinax. He's talking about Hydraxon. Hydraxon was the main solo bad guy.
You're talking
Oh,
about the silver one with Von Nebula's mask. That's
yeah.
silver.
Yeah, that's Hydraxon.
Okay, then I was right.
I mean, he certainly had a lot of good parts on him.
Yeah, I just licked the fingers. Like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I mean, you can kind of see how they transformed, not transformed like Bioformer, but the process of building them is still the same today as far as like when we had Von Nebula, the legs are almost the exact same as Brutaka.
Wait, did Von Nebula even have knees?
Have
I
what?
remember that. I don't remember
Oh
Von
yeah.
Nebula having knees.
He has knees. In fact, I have him right up here. He has that steam piston connectin.
Oh, right, that thing.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
actually.
I'm thinking about the elbows. Never mind.
Yeah, no no, he didn't have an elbow because he had the Galtorian piece that connected the heads together
Yeah, the
that
neck.
held his hands.
That
I
was
mean,
cool.
the mask was pretty good,
Okay, we're talking about Hero Factory now. We should.
I guess. I mean, here, let's see, the best Hero Factory set I think they've made. Ah, God, it's hard to say, but I think that's hard to say because I like a lot of them. I think it was Witch Doctor.
Yeah, same.
He was super complex as far as we'd been for those years that we hadn't had Bionicle. The complexity level was way low, and he just kind of brought it back up. And then we started getting Black Phantom, who wasn't really that complex. I mean, if you look at all the Titans for Hero Factory, like before the very end, they had the same basic leg construction,
Yeah.
and it really was kind of lazy on Lego's part.
Hmm.
But that's a reason why it got so much hate was just because it was so basic and simple. I mean, you've also got to give it credit for doing and portraying the character well. with only doing CCBS pretty much.
Yeah, I really liked Witch Doctor for the obvious reason that it was complex, and at the time I thought that would be like impossible with CCBS because it's just like ball sockets and stuff like that.
I mean, you can certainly have a complex mock with just CCBS parts.
Yeah, I know, but at the time it was like 2011, I think. I don't know.
No, that was in 2012. Let me see. I got it for my
I
birthday.
kind of think it was kind of hard to do like a
Yeah,
complex design with the first gen or the first wave of Hero Factory because I mean it was very basic. It's kind of like trying to do a really
what?
bionicle. Like,
Your audio just cut off.
Yeah,
Easy.
your audio cut off.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. Well, I was saying like, well, I think it'd be kind of hard to make a really complex mock using like the first like wave of Hero Factory parts because like I mean they're really limited on their like the arms and legs for like the main Toa were. It's kind of
Yeah,
like using the main arms and legs of the first like wave of Bionicle back in Gen 1.
I mean, you couldn't really make a mock out of a first wave of Hero Factory
Yeah.
because they were pretty much all the same exact pieces as Bionicle.
Yeah.
Wave
Wait.
2 was like, I mean, it started getting better because they actually started adding elbows and stuff, kind of like how Bionicle did.
Wave 2
Yeah.
was a very revolutionary wave as far as just Bionicle and Hero Factory goes, because it would set the standard for years to come.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Savage Planet was probably the best
Witch Doctor was
line.
pretty.
Yeah, I know. I meant for the seasons that they had. They had Breakout, they had Invasion from Below, they had not Brain Attack, but Breakout. Breakout wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I like Breakout.
Yeah, it was pretty
Well,
cool. But they had
Breakout's when you got Von Nebula or whatever his name is.
they had way too many
uh,
sets in that. They had I think 30.
wasn't that the first season to have more than one wave?
Oh yeah, because that set released 15 in the summer and 15 in the fall.
That's a lot.
It was because you had 5 heroes, 5 villains, and you had some like random small sets like Matoran like,
Yeah.
and then same thing for the next wave. I mean, I think they ended Hero Factory at the wrong time. They still had a story to complete, which they never finished.
Something
Which
that I like. What?
it was leading up to something I think good. Whereas I've been looking at the Toa, and you wouldn't really be if you just change the masks slightly. You wouldn't need, you could just say that they're Hero Factory.
Yeah. Something that I didn't like about Hero Factory is that they're heroes, and the whole concept is like they stop villains and stuff. But then when the Savage Planet thing came out, I was kind of confused because they were animals being controlled by like some guy.
Yeah.
And so then I was really happy when Breakout started, because like they were actual villains. And then the brain attack thing started, and they
I
were monsters. And then they continued the same kind of concepts with Invasion from Below, and I feel like they just kind of forgot about villains.
I mean, I don't think it necessarily needs to be villains. I mean, you also have to give credit in the Savage Planet series for Raja, which had
Oh
a
yeah,
ton of great pieces. Which,
yeah.
if I could, I would get him for a reasonable price. But he's like 30 now.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to pay that much for it. I'd pay like
One thing
15.
that was sorry.
Good.
One thing that was weird about 2.0 villains, well, villains in general, is that like they always have like a kind of unique build to them.
Hmm.
But in 2.0, they were just like they had extra attachments and stuff like that, and that was it. And like,
I think they just had those because they were trying to flesh them out a bit.
yeah,
I mean,
and like Savage Planet was really unique in terms of build.
actually, Savage Planet was like my favorite one because, see, I was 10 when that came out. I was like super into like the whole animal bionicle characters. Like, I think I called every day till I go to see if they had them. But it's like, they got them in. but they sold out super quick.
Oh,
Yeah, so I eventually had to get
sucks.
them at, like, Target. I mean, Witch Doctor was actually a fairly expensive set. He was $40.
I actually got him for 30 because it was on sale.
That's pretty good. I know a lot of the ball joints on him were really good.
Yeah.
He had some spare ones on which I just took off. Although I
Yeah.
was sad that the connections for the head, that was pretty bad.
Oh, crap, we didn't let Easy say what his favorite was.
Oh, right. Go ahead, Easy.
For the Hero Factory,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked either Witch Doctor or I mean honestly just for the nostalgia of it, first gen Inferno, because that's the only one I really picked up. I
I
mean
got
because of like,
Breeze.
Yeah, I got Inferno and Stormer.
did you realize Breeze was a girl at first, or did
No.
you?
Yeah, no one knew that until the story actually happened.
I mean, the mask kind of looked feminine, but like I didn't actually. I thought Breeze was just like an awkward boy, I guess.
Like
I don't know.
when I got my
I mean,
Toa,
go ahead.
it's like the Manuva or whatever they are. When the first ones I got were Golly and my brother got Liwa, and we didn't know like much anything about it. Golly had a pretty like guy like really masculine looking mask,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it at all until I started researching it, and I was like, oh, this is a girl. And I'll act like it's a dude. I don't care. And then I started getting like wearing like doing the like history
Yeah.
of it and stuff. So
I mean, it still is kind of funny today that for the new announcer for Bionicle, Galley it has the guy's voice. They
Yeah.
didn't hire individual actors, which is a little bit lazy.
that is really lazy. They have like
Yeah.
I was like they have a bunch of girls who work there. Because if you've seen the Lego Creator like videos,
Yeah,
where they show like new sets that they're making, they always have a bunch of girls who do a lot of stuff on there. And
and
like the people who voice for Friends, I was like, can't you just get one of the girls who act, like who voice for the Friends line to come over there and say a few
Yeah.
words?
I know. And I mean, like, does Friends have her own TV show?
Uh, I don't, I don't know. I see YouTube spots of it like from the Lego channel,
look
like
it
they
up.
put stuff up. I was
I
like,
know Lego used to have a channel on Comcast because they would show it in a magazine.
yeah, they talked about putting the Max or whatever his name was on there, like a
I
show.
don't remember this.
You don't remember it?
No. They had a channel?
Yeah, and they even gave out in October of 2012, they gave out everyone a disc, a
Yeah, I
DVD,
got one of those.
yeah, of a sample of everything on there, and they had Hero Factory
Oh,
on it.
right. I actually have that. It's right. Because I had the magazine thingy, but I didn't know that they actually had a channel.
Yeah, they said it in the DVD.
I was like, I mean, I don't think I had TV at the time because we were on like this TV channel. This TV network's too expensive. We're gonna switch over to Netflix and just watch it there. Which was Netflix had a bunch of stuff. They had all the Ninjago episodes. They had a bunch of other Lego related stuff. But I always wanted to check that out. I don't know if the channel is still there anymore.
No, they've taken it down since, and they're going on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, because Nickelodeon has the Hero Factory movies, Cartoon Network has Ninjago and Chima. Although Chima, I believe, is ending, but I'm not sure.
I didn't like Shima.
It was just another ripoff of Ninjago.
Yeah, I didn't like Chima. The whole purpose of it from the beginning, just like I didn't like it.
I mean, Chima was designed to replace Ninjago.
But it didn't work.
Yeah, Ninjago is so much better.
And
I like the first wave of Ninjago, and then I lost story interest.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't have any of the sets, but sorry.
I mean, Ninjago was really... I mean, it still is a good series, but the first wave of them weren't that great, but one of my friends bought every single set, and he loved them. He didn't like the snakes, though. I felt that the first wave of the snakes, I don't remember what they were, the Fangpire? No, that was just one of the tribes. I feel like that was the best Ninjago wave, because I personally like snakes and stuff like that. But anyways, continue, Easy.
I think like I said, I think for the character development, the first wave was the best because I mean like all the skeleton characters, each one. If you read like the one, but my brother got the book, then it came like a free Lego J minifigure, and it had I have like 4 J's for some reason, I don't know why, but like it talked about each skeleton character in depth and stuff, and like how each personality they had, frack jaw. I forgot. There was like 6 or 7 characters, and like the skeleton vehicles, those were like awesome. We
You
got
know
the
what?
we got the chopper and we got the monster truck. We didn't get the tank looking thing.
I wonder if at any point the new sets that we have this year for Bionicle would have ever been considered for Ninjago, because you could have easily replaced the Snake series for that, because you could have replaced Akimu with the Green Ninja.
Well, I mean,
You mean like a construction set or something?
No, I mean like as far as the story goes, because
Kimu is in the.
I know Akimu is a Bionicle character, but think about it. You have pretty much the same. You have the same type of characters as far as the heroes go, and you have the skull villains. Just make them a little shorter into like minifigures, because they did that for like the Paraka and Hero Factory and stuff like that. And you could have had a line for Ninjago instead of like the snakes. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
but
very
sorry,
similar. Oh no, go ahead.
Kimu isn't like some annoying kid that turns into like an amazing ninja thing. Kimu was just like always. Like, he's just a mask maker. I don't feel like that really fits with.
Well, I mean, Akima is supposedly going to be the new Motunui, or from what I've heard, Takanuva. Because in the book, he's been confirmed as a Toa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Bionicle, what do you all think about? I mean, if we're done talking about this, what do you all want to talk about? Like your opinions on the new sets that are gonna be coming out this year or next year, or whatever.
So we haven't seen the preliminary pictures yet, have we?
I mean, like the ideas though of like the characters and stuff, like from the
Uh,
names.
I don't know any of that stuff.
Pretty
Oh,
much think the Borak, and then Borak Va.
I don't watch the TKV podcast or anything like that, so.
Pretty much what they're doing is adding what's it?
Rahi,
Yeah, Rahi.
Rahi, like creatures.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get a
Uh,
revamp of each of the Toa. Hold on a second.
uh, wait, then they're also talking about like a bounty hunter character.
Yeah, the hunter they call him.
Yeah.
When are the Star Wars sets going to be released?
They should be released around this time.
I'm gonna go
Huh.
pick up Grievous. I want his part so bad.
I doubt
Yeah, I
it.
really want.
But
I really want Luke Skywalker just so that I can have that creepy face.
no. I don't really like them that much. I mean, I might pick up General Cody just because I like the orange pieces and the white pieces on him. But I'm not really that big of a fan of the Star Wars construction sets and Star
Yes.
Wars in general.
Speaking of that, those armor pieces are awesome.
Oh yeah, those armor pieces are great.
Yeah. Darth Vader his torso kind of looks awkward to me.
A bit. So why do you guys think that Hero Factory gets so much hate?
It was replaced. I don't know. People were set. I mean, the Bionicle lasted like a good 10 years, and people were just like, "Why are you switching out with something like this?" And I was like, I can understand why. The people were starting to lose interest in it. New people who were getting into it didn't have any clue what was going on. And like this stuff just wasn't selling like it was. But then that was also kind of Lego's fault too, because they cheated. Like they were starting to get.
What? You just muted yourself, you see?
Dude,
Um,
easy. Oh, wait, are you muting him?
No, I'm not.
no,
Are you
I'm
sure?
okay. I'm here.
Yeah, it would show up.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
But like
Okay.
like I was saying, like around year 7 of Bionicle, I think they started getting lazy with the sets. They weren't really. I mean, like after the what was it, the
After
Mystica?
After
Okay.
Fantoka, it got really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Gresh was a pretty good set.
Glotorian had really good vehicle parts. I mean, I love their vehicles.
Strack
Yeah.
looked really awesome, but I never
I mean-
got him.
Gresh?
No, Strack.
Yeah, I wanted to get him, but I got Gresh instead.
Yeah. I also got a car.
I don't
Not
know.
like
Where
not
are you
like the
driving it
vehicle.
to?
Oh.
Where are you driving it to?
Not the vehicle. His name was.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much I think the reason it gets so much hate is that people are angry that it replaced Bionicle. I mean,
Yeah.
no
I
one...
guarantee if like Bionicle didn't end, but Hero Factory was just kind of like Shima, where like it was supposed to replace it, I think, but
Yeah, but I mean, Hero Factory worked.
yeah, but like I guarantee if like Bionicle was still around and so was Hero Factory, it wouldn't get as much hate as it got.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
People had options. If you had
we
options,
would
you
have
would think
gotten
about it.
we would have gotten some pretty cool sets if Bionicle had continued, but no one was really looking at Bionicle anymore.
I think one of the major things that like Hero Factory brought to like building and mocking and stuff was like a lot of people now are starting to use like the lower arms or just using the basic like Hero Factory like like joints or
Yeah,
skeleton parts and like just a piece of armor just to cover something up, just like because it smooths the arm out.
I
And
mean,
then
yeah.
yeah, you just muted you're muting yourself, Easy.
Is someone like in the room with you who's like pressing the
No,
button?
no, it's I don't know what it is. I think I'm using the keyboard and it's just messing up anyway.
it's a poltergeist
Yeah.
Oh,
coming
But
this
like
October.
I think like I was saying though, the those pieces like the basic skeletons for like lower arms and then just putting a piece of armor on it makes like smooths out the mocks a little bit better.
Yeah,
Makes them look more like just better looking, I guess.
I mean, we're pretty sure that we would
oh
have
my.
gotten the same type of build for Bionicle if Hero Factory never happened. And
Um,
I kind of believe that it wouldn't. There'd be a entirely different opinion on it. If Bionicle had used the CCBS system, no one would have been mad at Bionicle.
what
Well,
if
no, I
Hero
think
Factory only existed so that Bionicle could have a new building system?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Hero Factory, because I jumped in on it really around a point of Victorians, I had no idea what was going on. All I knew was that you had the Fantoka, and you had Motunui, and that was pretty much it.
I mean,
And when Hero Factory was out, I was like, sweet, now I can follow along with a story. Because they gave everyone who had the magazine a booklet of what the story was, and like profiles for each of the characters.
cool.
Yeah, and I feel like they did a pretty good wave one. It was certainly better than Mata.
Yeah.
yeah,
The first one,
because like you had the ability to move the arms and they'd stay up.
yeah.
I mean, it didn't have like a play function though. Like nothing about it was like they didn't even have guns or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, what was I gonna say? The first villains that we got for Bionicle were the Borok, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I
I
think so.
imagine that they're going to do something like that with the new wave of Rahi beasts. It's gonna be some combination of like that and the Rakshi.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it would be something like the Rakshi because the
Did
headpiece.
did you see some guy one of the like some biotuber I forgot what his name was like his idea of the Gen 2 Roxy?
No, I haven't seen him.
Oh, it's pretty nice. He used like the yellow Roxy head and stuff, and it looks really
Cool.
good. I was like, I could see it being a set.
Wait, Yellow Rakshi. Oh, and
From
stars. That's right,
stars.
stars. Yeah, that was the
Uh,
bad wave.
I mean,
Yeah, it was a really nice one.
I
I
do
kind of
regret.
liked it though. Like,
I do regret not going and just getting the pieces from it because the
I
pieces
like.
were.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
Yeah.
mean, the Tahu mask, the blade, the armor. I could care less about the sets as long as they have good pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I seriously do believe that if Hero Factory had never begun and we had gotten the CCBS system for Bionicle, no one would be complaining about it
Yeah. Um.
because pretty much the only reason the Hero Factory gets hate is because it replaced Bionicle.
Yeah.
And Bionicle was even simpler than Hero Factory if you want to look at piece count.
Oh yeah.
And I've gotten into a argument with a person over on Calendar Fire's video, but he's
Oh,
pretty
I didn't see
much right
that.
now being a complete Gen 1 fanboy. He's hating on the new Hero Factory, or not Hero Factory, but Bionicle, because, quote, it's lazy design. The gearbox is lazy. Lego did a horrible job with him, and then he's just promoting his like own versions of the characters. And
Oh yeah,
he's
Wait,
just
who's doing that?
Alan.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of agree with some of the stuff that he says, but in
You can
general,
to an extent, but he'll blindly just say Hero Factory's horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
on his other series, he makes fun of Hero Factory so much when his new mock, in fact, all of his mocks use Hero Factory pieces. Which
I think
Yeah.
Dragon Axe is pretty funny when he does stuff like that too.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
Dragon X in a while. Yeah, his stuff is kind of cool. I can get that.
But he actually he has a boatload of Hero Factory parts. He uses them. He just
Yeah.
makes a joke, but he's like, yeah, but I still use it though. It's parts here. It's Lego. Lego has their name on the parts, therefore I'm okay with it. If it
Yeah.
was some off-brand like Mega Bloks, then there'd be no reason at all to like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you see the drop the base thing?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, the hype train thing?
Oh yeah, I
No.
saw that.
Like, Dragon X had like a base cannon thing. And
Oh, the base cannon dropping the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that thing. That was fun.
Shut up and drop the base. Okay. It gets intense, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I think his best one's probably the Thanksgiving special.
I think when I saw that video for the first time, the drop the bass thing, it was in the morning, so my audio was kind of low. So when the dubstep thing started, my audio just. Because in the video, he says that he says something like "prepare your headphones" or something like that.
Yeah, he was like recording the video. But no, Callan just blindly hates it.
Yeah, I mean, Callan's, I think.
I mean, that's his opinion. It's just, I know he says he's not like a genuine fanboy, but he really is.
I mean, I still like Callan. It's just that.
Yeah, I mean his skits are pretty good, but he has very extreme opinions on the matter.
Yeah. However, he is kind of right about like the gear kind of being too tight, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah,
actually,
I think it's pretty good though, because it's the best way you could probably get both situations, even though it sacrifices being a little bit tighter.
yeah. I mean, you
Move
can't.
the arms.
If he's comparing it to the mono version, the mono version was horrible
Yeah,
because
it wouldn't stick.
you can't pose it,
Yeah.
and that's just really bad. Not being able to pose it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there was a way to pose it, but most people wouldn't do it.
What would that be?
What you would do, I mean, I got an idea from this. Looking at Golly, Gen 1 Golly. What you would do is you would take one of those like hand pieces you want to talk about, like the hand connector, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And you would take one of those and stick it on the chest, and then stick a ball joint inside of it, and replace that axle that goes through the back of it that moves the gear function. Make it a little bit longer to where it sticks into that, and you could turn it and it would stick.
Oh my.
That sounds just like unnecessarily complex. And no
It's
kid
not-
wants to
It's not complex. It's like 2 more parts, and then you switch out an axle for like something a little bit longer.
I guess, but I mean, no kid, unless you're like 5 to 7, wants to just flail their character wildly. And especially for stop motion purposes, they're great.
Yeah.
You don't have to move the actual figure, you just move the gearbox. And
But
yeah.
sorry. Continue.
I mean, if a problem is that the gearbox is too tight, loosen it a little bit, because that means you're pushing the parts together too much. They didn't give that much friction to the sets. Yeah, go ahead, Zenith.
From what I never got Tahu, but from what I've seen of him, I just don't like him. The legs are really slim. It looks awkward because his legs are so tall in proportion to his torso.
Which Tahu?
2015.
Really? I thought he was like one of the better ones.
I don't like his mask. It's just like most of the other masks are like kind of a universal design, but his mask is like, okay, it's only for Tahoe, and that's all.
No, Kopaka.
I mean, yeah, Kapaka's kind of like a.
And
You can't
Powhatan.
use it.
Well,
Not really,
Powhatan's
majorly.
like,
I mean, let's be honest. Gali and Liwa could have been put on any character.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
masks. At first, I thought Golly's mask was too like masculine looking. Then I was like, I mean, it kind of grew on me for a while. It took me a while, but I was like, yeah, this. No, I can't. Out seeing something really girly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I saw Golly, I thought in general she was too masculine, but I got used to it. It kind of looks feminine now.
I mean, overall, they're doing a really good, as far as parts go in these sets. You can't really get better with these because they're, I think of what I was going to say. You're getting a lot of value for the set you're buying. Because even if you get Tahu, you're getting the blades, you're getting the translucent pieces, the bone pieces, the gearbox, and stuff like that. It's just straight up value. Although, Kohatu wasn't that good. Although he did have the lime green joints, which was really good.
I
But,
mean,
good.
I'm really sorry I keep cutting you off. But I'm
No,
not doing that on purpose, it just kind of happens.
I know. No, I was done.
Oh, okay. I like Callan's mocks, like his Toas, except for Golly.
Yeah.
Uh, his Golly's just kind of.
His Toa mobs are pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
He complains a lot about the Golly set from 2015, from what I remember. But
Yeah.
like his mob of that is extremely similar.
Yeah, he didn't change anything. He took out the gearbox and added, like, some yellow spikes.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
I don't know. What's your opinion on the whole thing, Easy? About the 2015?
I watched only like 1 or 2 videos, but for the most.
Not even his videos, just like what you think of a wave in general as far as the first one goes.
Oh, mm, I'm trying to. I, I like it. I mean, when they first said it was coming back, I was starting to get back into it pretty well, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw him, and I was like, I mean, it's as close as they could get while using CCBS to like what Bionicle really used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I could change one thing though, I mean, I would like to see if they could maybe start implementing like the older style, like some of the older style parts back into the sets,
well,
like
they
maybe.
did.
Yeah,
Like,
they added those. They added the weapon for Pohatu and Kapaka,
Yeah.
the weapons from the Roxy.
Mhm.
yeah, that's. I mean, like also like some of the like the limbs and stuff. Like maybe make it to where they're not like the limbs aren't all CCBS, but like maybe the upper legs and like the lower arms are CCBS, while like the lower legs and the upper arms and stuff are like they look more robotic. And
Yeah.
I don't think that would really work because the old Bionicle, the limb joints were horrible. They would break.
No, the
like
the ones that are just the ball joint things and not the ball socket joints.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've done that on a couple of my mocks.
Yeah, so have
I did that, I believe, on Toa Nin. Yeah, I did it on Toa Nin for the legs.
I've done that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my mocks.
Let's see, I've done it for 5 of my
like
mocks.
they need to balance it out, and not have too much CCBS, because too much CCBS to me just is kind of sounding like Hero Factory, which is not what this is supposed to be. But like not enough is like it's starting to deviate from the newer stuff back to like the first gen, and people are gonna be like confused and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're already going to get that problem where people are comparing it to Hero Factory because they're very, very similar.
Yeah, the building
Yeah,
style is like really close. A lot of
yeah.
people like that Ian Gorix guy. He was being a big baby about it.
Yeah, I mean, just be
Wait,
happy it's back.
Yeah,
who?
Ian Gorix, Gorix
Never,
Studios.
never
Oh,
heard.
that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No, I take it back. I have heard of him, but I don't watch any of his videos.
yeah. I don't watch him either. He's a big baby about a lot of stuff.
yeah. I used to, but then I just kind of. He seems like a jerk, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I haven't really seen his stuff. But, yeah. Alright, well, we're at about, I believe, half an hour. So
Yeah, it seems.
I'll wrap it up here. And hopefully I'll do this week to week, unless it's corresponding with a podcast. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been TRex Charlie. That was when we're supposed to say your names, guys.
Oh,
TRex Charlie, Zenith Productions, and Easy Person. Bye.